Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt and it is Bloodthirsty Thursday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of info. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as today, I gave you a brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I was watching, along with an MPAA trailer, which is not rated. I mean, how many movies do I review that have one of those? A link for a trailer, and that's all. Now that I got all that said, all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very interesting one. It reminds me of the last segment of the film Morris County. If you have not seen Morris County, I highly recommend it. It's one of my go-tos from Unearthed Films. But this one is, like I said, similar in style and in the story wise. This one came out back in 2024, runs at 29 minutes, excuse me. I was going to say 26. And it stars Katrina, DiBala, Gabriel Velasquez, and Gabrielle Velasquez. And this is directed by Fragrance. I forget his last name right now. I'm sorry, folks. I am terrible with names. But either way, I think this is done rather well, considering it is only a 29-minute short. It's quite a thrill ride, I would say, in a very depressing fashion. Now, what exactly is this movie about? Well, it's about a husband and a wife. He's having a little something to eat. She's, talking about doing this, that, and the other. Eventually, he either, I'm guessing, has a heart attack and then chokes to death. But either way, he passes away right there. She is in total denial of the death of her husband. And she's talking to the corpse like it's still alive, like he's still alive. She even covers him up at the end of the night, and so she doesn't have to look at how rotten he's gotten. And there's flies, and I'm sure there's maggots involved if there's flies, but it doesn't show that. It's probably a good thing it doesn't, because that could be pretty gnarly. But it's really quite interesting. She starts calling him to his job to say he's not coming in because he doesn't feel well. She's calling family members and I'm guessing friends as well, asking about how their lives are going and how the children are going and grandchildren and yada yada yada. Eventually ends with one hell of a bang, I would say. It's just really a powerful ending. It's one you obviously see building up when you're watching the tail end of the film. But all in all, sorry, I needed to take a little drink there. My throat is getting ticklish. But all in all, I think the story works rather well. It's very, I would say, depressing and sad in places, because it just really, really can, I guess, would touch the heartstrings, pull on the heartstrings, because you'd hate to see a loved one go through such a thing. Now, on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First is audio. The audio is very good in this. There's no like static background feed, no errors going on in that aspect of the field. I feel like it's done rather well, so I'm going to give it an A on that end. Second thing is the dialogue. The dialogue is very nice in this. It runs very smooth. Um, I feel like these are things that you would say to a corpse that you obviously loved and cared for and made a whole life with, and had future plans with, because she talks about the future plans and how he can't go and this, that, and the other stuff. Yeah, that's what to expect in this. So I'm going to give it an A plus on dialogue. Now on to the editing, which is my third and final thing that I love a good film to have is some great editing. I think this one's edited together very good. It keeps a nice pace. It doesn't really lose your attention at all. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's no like continuity errors or anything like that due to editing as well. So I feel like they did a top quality job on this one. So I'm going to give it another A. And on to my final score of 1 through 5, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4 out of 5. It is really good. The only thing I would like to see is an expanded feature-length version of this. Something that goes over an hour, I think, would be really nice. Alright, guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.